G'day, Dave here, the Enlightened Plumber, with today's quote. To bring about change, you must be willing, or you can't be afraid to take the first step. We will fail when we fail to try. To bring about change, you cannot be afraid to take the first step, and we will fail if we fail to try. This is from Rosa Parks. Well, let's get into the first part of this. Bringing about change. Well, change is not necessarily changing the world, although in Rosa Parks' case, she kind of started that. But in change, or the bringing about change, is about changing ourselves. Something about us, some aspect of what's going on, I say us, within you or within myself, within our lives. So for us personally, what is bringing about change? Well, change could be that I want to change to be quarter of an hour early every day for work, or earlier. It could be that I'm going to stay a little bit later. It could be that I want to shorten my lunch breaks. It could be that I want to make sure I get all reports I have to do done 2 days ahead of time, or 2 hours ahead of time, or whatever it is. It could be that the change that I want to bring about is about relationships. I want to have a better, deeper relationship with someone. It could be that I want to be healthier. So is that eating differently? Is that doing exercise? Is that losing weight? I mean, whatever it is, or getting off pills for a start, right? All these things are bringing about change that impact yourself first and foremost, and then from there it branches out and has an impact on the world around you. But it doesn't necessarily mean that to bring about change is change at all. But the most important thing is taking step one. So the first step. Well, the first step is, in most cases, actually making the decision. Not a thought, but making the decision, and then the second one has to be followed with an action. Well, once I've made a decision to change something about myself, what is it that I'm going to do to make that change? Now, in the case of going to work early, for argument's sake, the change could be, well, I'm actually going to set my alarm ahead 15 minutes early. That means I'm physically going to get up 15 minutes earlier, right? That's the action. And then through that, I can either calm down, spend more time, or whatever else. But if I start off my regular actions, going through them all in the same routine, same way, same everything else, I shall leave the house 15 minutes earlier. That's how logic goes. But that's the action. And then it's making sure that all those steps that are normally done still take the same amount of time, so that the time that you leave the house is in fact 15 minutes earlier, right? Everything just gets shifted up 15 minutes. Not a hard thing to do, but it needs to start somewhere. Taking the first step. Now, there may be days where the snooze button gets hit. There may be days where something else crops up and hey, there's snow on the car and it's going to take me 15 minutes to clean the car off. Well, those things would have happened anyway, in which case you would have been late. So now you are in a better position. But there's always something that's cropping up. So it's making that decision to stick to whatever's going on, to keep the routines moving such that that 15 minutes is actually something that is happening. But the first step, making the decision, setting the alarm clock. 2 not very hard things to do, don't really take anything extra. And then it's maintaining it from that point on. So the first step's the hard one. And then the second part of this quote is, we will fail when we fail to try. Well, that comes from not taking action, so not following through on the first step. Well, if I don't even try to get up earlier, how am I supposed to succeed at getting earlier? I just guarantee my own failure at that point. If I want to, say, go to the gym and get healthier, get more fit, well, I'm going to fail if I don't even sign up for a membership, if I don't book a time to go, if I don't schedule time for me to go and physically go to the gym, then that's it. I'm going to fail because I haven't even gone there. I haven't moved. And that's sort of where it goes. And all these things can have, generally in most cases, it's small little changes, but they have a big impact on your life, on your world. And that impacts other people who are around you. So with that, to bring about change, you can't be afraid to take the first step. And then we fail if we don't even try. We fail if we don't, or when we fail to try. There we go. From Rosa Parks and myself, Dave, the Enlightened Plumber, have yourself an awesome day. Make a small little change. Change your world. Make it a great one. See you on the next one.